Hey guys, welcome back to the Scorching Hot Takes podcast. Today we've got a song draft for different situations. So we've got 5 different categories, and we're each going to just go through 5 different songs, what we think would be best for these different scenarios. So we've got a coin. First try. Let's go. We've got a coin flip to see who's going to go first, because the way we're going to be approaching this, there's some that we both might want in our draft, but only one of us can have it. So we might be a bit strategic about it. So am I calling?
So first, we need to say the first category first.
All right, well, it's Late Night Drive first. It's best songs for a late night.
I've never done this before, but I've seen them do it in films where they flick it up with a phone and then hatch.
I'm calling though, right? Yes.
Okay, call then.
No, you flick it up and I call it midair. Heads.
It's heads.
Right, so I get to choose whether I go first or you go first. For this one, I don't think we're going to have too much crossover, so I'm going to let you go first so I get to go first in the next category. I'm already playing the mind games.
Oh, no. Oh.
And you already know what I'm thinking for the next one.
That's actually annoying.
Yeah. So, best songs for a late night drive.
My first pick for late night drive is I'm Not In Love by 10cc.
Right, okay. I mean, I can't hear it
in my head.
Yeah.
I think that the atmosphere and the ambience that's created is just so good for a late night drive, and just the soft emotional voices. I just think that's a perfect late night drive song. A little bit corny, but I love it.
Yeah, but to be fair, late night drives, this is what's gone into the process of me picking this. They've got to be vibey songs. It's all about the mood, the atmosphere, and the space. Yeah, get it. For me, number 5, I've gone for Location by Carti. That, as soon as it starts, you've got the ethereal synths, then the little sort of small beat switch when the guitars come in. It's just a beautiful, vibey song. One of the best for a late night drive from him.
Okay. Next one, I've got NYC by Interpol.
That's a good pick. That is a good pick. Yeah,
it's one of I can drive, but I don't have a car. But that's, if I did have a car, that'd be one of my favourite. That'd be my first song that I'd drive to.
Absolutely, like first song. Fair. Nice.
That's a good one for a night walk, so I assume it's good for a night drive.
Well, guys, we want you to let us know who wins in this draft.
Yes.
For this round, I've actually got experience with late night drives, so you've got to vote for me because he has no experience.
Okay, what's next?
So coming in at number 4, Astro Thunder by Travis Scott. Again, similar vibe to The Location, but it's all about this Mike Dean outro on this song. Genuinely just sends you to absolute space. It's good when it's absolutely pitched because it just feels so like you're actually driving in space.
Yeah. This is my third choice, isn't it? Yeah.
No, yeah, because you went first, sorry.
Through Foxes in Midsummer Fires by Cocteau Twins.
That's another good pick. Cocteau Twins are great just in general for late night drives. That's fair.
That one is just an absolute favourite of mine. It's got that shimmering signature tone, and it's got Elizabeth Fraser incredible vocals. It's got everything you want from a Cocteau Twins song, and it's got that dark mysteriousness that you want on a late night drive at the same time.
That's fair. I think we have like the same sort of mindset when it comes to a late night drive. We're just sort of pulling from different genres.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be my biggest banger on my list for my number 3 spot. March Madness by Future. Arguably the best trap song for a lot of people, me included. But it's just this dark, mysterious production. Future's flows are incredible. It's an absolute banger. It's so catchy. It's one that you can just sing and bob your head to while you're driving. And it is still atmospheric, especially with that bridge when it pulls back down and then it gets back into that final chorus. It's an absolute banger. Number 2 for you.
Riders on the Storm, The Doors.
Well, I was expecting to see that. I'm surprised it's not actually your number 1 because you did say that was your favourite originally.
You know, we said the other day at Spoons that I said my number 1 pick for this is genuinely unbeatable. And it's just the best. I forgot we had that conversation. I've cut so hard on it. Okay. It blows Riders on the Storm out of the water. That's how good of a choice it is, genuinely.
All right,
Riders on the Storm, I know that it's like a lot of people associate it with like the deserty drive that was like part of like the filming for LA Woman and everything, but it's something about, especially the intro with, it's literally got the thunder and rain. It's got mystery, and it's that feels like descending into like the deep darkness. Like it makes me think of like driving around LA on a rainy winter night.
Yeah, it's definitely good for like a rainy night, I'd say, for that one.
Yeah.
Yes, wait, so we're up to my number 2 now. This is where I'm going to have White Ferrari by Frank Ocean. Oh.
Incredible pull, but I just nearly remember. But I'd go Nights over that.
No, and the final verse in particular on White Ferrari is genuinely life-changing in a car. It's a lot more subtle probably compared to some of my other songs. They're all sort of like slightly moody, atmospheric and spacey. This one's probably the most intimate, personal and the saddest on this list. This is a good one for if you want to just wind down.
I'd probably go Ivy over that as well though, but it's still a great
because
choice.
Ivy's a little bit, I don't know, it feels a little bit more like brighter in tone. This one's very much just a soft and intimate performance. Like I was saying, it's a wind down while you drive. Maybe if you've had a long day doing something, this is good. Trust me. Done it. Number 1, right? What is it? What are you hyping up so much?
The Taxi Driver theme.
Oh, that is a good pick.
Incredible pull. I would literally.
That is a really good pick.
I'd be driving around like this, just like pretending I'm just a New York cab driver.
That is a really good pick, to be fair.
Just tell me I've won it. Thank you. Okay.
Well, I know. Whoa.
Whoa. Oh yeah,
it's my number 1.
My bad.
Resonance by Her.
Fair.
You can call me basic.
No, but it's
all
not
you
that.
want. No, like
No.
I know it's massively popular on TikTok, and to be fair, I think that is where I found it as well. However, just go listen to this song in your car on a late night drive, and you'll probably agree with me.
It is a beautiful song.
I think your number 1's stronger. I'll give you that because the Taxi Driver theme is a great pop.
Yeah.
But I think looking at the rest of my list, like Riders on the Storm, I'm kind of with what maybe other people would suggest. It's not what I'd necessarily imagine on a late night drive. Great song, but I feel like I don't know. It's not what I go for. We have got very different lists, so it's either going to be like someone's definitely picking me or someone's definitely picking you for this one.
Yeah.
But I think we can move on to the next category. Some good picks from both of us there, to be fair, if I don't say so myself. So what we got next? What
Party.
category? Party.
So you go first on this one. I'm so unhappy. What are you going with?
Well, I'm going to have to take this off the board straight away.
Yeah.
Because we both agree. Cross-eyed and painless live.
Yeah.
Talking Heads. Like that is an absolute must. It's on probably it's normally our last song for every single party that we're in charge of the music for.
Or more recently, what I've picked. My backup for if you stole that.
Okay. Well, I'll let you get onto that. But I think this one, it's one of the only songs as well that we literally duplicate on the night.
Yeah.
Like you cannot argue I have got your number 1 pick right now. Don't even fuck about.
What?
You've got this was on your list. There we go.
Yeah, that was my number 1 choice.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I've got an upper hand right now. We'll have to see if the rest of my list pulls out. What are you going in
my
for?
backup is it's not as much of a regular one that we put on, but when we do, life changing. Aphex Twin Didgeridoo.
That is a good pick. I had it written down.
Yeah.
I had it written down.
Mind bending. If you've had a few too many, it generally gives you spins.
You're not promoting it very well, though. I don't think people want spins at a party. You want to be having a good time. And
I don't have to sell it. I have a good time.
This is... Okay, that's fair. This is one that we don't necessarily have on lots, but I need to incorporate it more. Hey Ya, Outkast. That is genuinely one of the best party songs of all time.
That's fair.
The chorus, you can sound disappointed all you want. The chorus is genuinely just like so fun, especially when everyone's singing it. It's got a great dancey sort of groove to it. And it's just a fun banger.
Yeah, fair. Next, underrated one here. Twisterella by Ride.
Okay. I mean, I quite like the song, but it doesn't come to mind as like party for me.
That if that came on a party, then I'd stay forever. That's
However,
perfect.
but I'm being a bit more strategic with this. I'm not just picking songs that I want on at parties. I'm picking songs.
I am.
Well, we'll see.
But
We'll see
we
what
know
the people
that
think.
you're good on Orcs. I'm not for this very reason.
You could just set yourself up to lose as well. You're not going to tell people that.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, some people might like it. I mean, it's a great song, so I'm not completely against it. I'm just saying, doesn't sort of, for me, it's not like screaming party.
Fair. Next.
Oh, which one do I want to pick now? I'm going to say, this is my number 3 pick, Proud Mary, Tina Turner. And there is absolute video evidence of you enjoying this quite a bit at a party.
My
and me
18th.
included. Yeah, exactly. Like everyone dancing in a circle. Yeah. Wow. That's always good fun. Very interactive one for all generations as well.
I've not in any way gone down this route of thinking for anyone but me.
Oh, but come on, when Proud Mary comes on, you're not against it at all.
No, not at all. However, am I listening to in that ever just day to day? Nope.
Best songs for a party, mate.
Yes. Which is why I've gone Rewards, Teardrop Explodes.
Nah, come on.
Sam, think of when it's come on.
Yeah, but it's me, you in the kitchen, no one else, and maybe Drew, and he's sat down. However, if Proud Mary came on, Drew's more likely to be up. But if Proud Mary came on a party, this is an actual party. It's not just me and you having a good time in the kitchen. Okay. Come on, like it's a party. If that comes on at an actual party, and like of people our age now, you might get a few people just like vibing to it and stuff, but people aren't likely to maybe know the words like.
No, Rewards a massive song.
Yeah, but genuinely think people our age, you're not going to have everyone singing it like a Proud Mary.
No, but I would pick a good group to join me.
But you don't.
Invited.
I think it's a great song. Again, though, I just don't think it screams like party.
I do.
I would like it to come on
because I'm
a
dancing
party.
doing high knees. I'm getting warmed up for it.
Hey, no, I appreciate your selfishness.
I've also just gone stuff that we put on / stuff that I wish we put on more.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. Wait, what was that? My third? It was.
Yeah. Okay. So number 2 now. Jeez. All right, I'm going to save this to my number 1. So I'm going to go with another song that is regularly on. Life During Wartime, Talking Heads. So this one's a bit more personal for us too.
Yeah. Are we allowed to have 2 songs by the same artist?
But there's no rule saying you can't. It's just the best songs. It's not like best songs from one artist.
You should have just picked 5 songs from Discovery.
Well, Discovery, I think, is like a good sort of like, it's like a wedding party. Like specifically.
Very specific, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking more like general parties. Although, like anything from Discovery, like One More Time or something, could easily have made my list. Yeah, Life During Wartime is basically the same as Cross-Eyed and Painless. For if we were hosting the party, this would absolutely be coming on. So I think it's the second best from that album. Yep. It is absolutely incredible. The synths are so good. Again, really danceable, and one of Talking Heads' best choruses in their entire discography. So, yeah.
Next. Don't know how you've not picked this yet, and I keep risking it by not picking it. Barbarism Begins at Home, The Smiths.
That's fair. I have it written down, but it won't make it my top 5. Because I think that one's very... I mean, actually, to be fair, that's the same sort of thing as Life During Wartime. It's very much for us only, but it's not even like the best...
No, it isn't. That is...
No, but it's not even like the Smiths song that come on at a party. Like, This Charming Man's a better pick at a party, I'd say. Unless it's just us.
Nah, Barbarism Begins at Home's got that funk. I'm singing This Charming Man, but I'm literally dancing to Barbarism.
Yeah, you can also
I'm dancing and woofing.
Charming Man.
Not the same, though.
I agree. I also prefer Barbarism Begins at Home. I'm just saying again, at a party, I don't know.
That goes down well if you're with the right group of people.
You're just going to have to literally select people based on music taste, not whether you like them outside of that at your parties.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay. Here, genuinely all-time party song, Dancing Queen, ABBA. This is literally wherever you get played.
You're going such boring choices. It is a good song. Like you are
Max,
correct.
We are picking the best songs to come on at a party.
Yes, but I wasn't thinking that. I was going my choices.
That's fine. You back it, and people might not like mine because I've gone a bit basic with it. I've tried to.
No, it's a good song. I love that. I love.
Exactly. There's also again video evidence of us two having an absolute great time. So it is something that we enjoy at parties. But again, it's a collective one where everyone's having a good time. I'm not thinking of a party of me and you dancing in the kitchen. I'm thinking an actual party with.
See, that's what I was thinking. That's all we have.
That's not what a party is, though. Do you know what I mean?
Whose choice is it now?
I consider it as just.
Is it my number 1?
It's your number 1.
Pink Floyd, Money.
It's a great song again. Though, like, I don't know.
I wasn't thinking of the crowd at all. That's where I've fallen down here.
I don't think you can make an argument for many of your songs. I mean, I've also got.
Well, I can.
No, as in compared to like my list, though.
Well, the only argument that you're making for most of yours is that more people are going to be happy with it.
Which at a party is quite important. You don't want people sitting down and being turned off. Like, the music's like one of the most important things at a party.
Yeah, whatever.
And these songs, as much as they're safe, at a general party of people our age, my songs are going down
I was just thinking of my enjoyment at a party.
That's fine. And again, because I've gone basic, people might be more inclined to go with you. I'm not shitting on any of it.
Well, no, surely it's the other way around.
Well, it depends what people want. If people want something a little bit more out of the ordinary, then they might go with you. Running. This is you to go first.
I will start with. Wait, I'm going to snatch this up. Keep on Knocking by Death.
That's fair. I had it in because it's your favourite, so I was ready.
Perfect rhythm. Gets me hyped. Everything. It's just so encouraging. He's got the best voice ever. Like, I want it. He's like Mr. Motivator.
And the tempo as well, you've said before. That is a great pick. I had it down because I wanted to try and snatch it if it went that way. But fair. I'm going to snatch this because it's my favourite and I know that you might try and be strategic. Blowout by Radiohead, especially for that end section. Finishing your run, this one is absolutely insane. That final sprint, that final burst of energy. And before that, you've even got the noisy section. And it's the tempo. As much as it's not necessarily absolutely thumping the whole way out. Like,
because even the soft bit, it's still like a...
It's a good tempo. And I just like the way it builds because it just makes me go faster and faster. And the last bit is genuinely scary. Like I'm letting it all out, just sprinting away from a ghost or something.
Fair. Yeah. Next, I've got Over the Wall live, Echo and the Bunnymen.
That's a good pick.
Not the album version of Heaven Up Here because it's just slightly too slow. The live version has a faster pace that's closer. And it's just ridiculous. And you know what we said before about that last section, that I can't sleep at night section when the guitar comes back and in the ridiculous drum rolls, it's just absolutely like...
That is a good pick.
I'm on a run like,
That's a good pick.
Next.
Where's it go? I'm going to say, this is a new one that I've incorporated into my running playlist. So I'm going recent here. Hurricane Laughter by Fontaines. That bass is absolutely ferocious. Again, it's all about the tempo. It's just relentless. It just doesn't stop. And that's what you want when you're running. You don't want to stop. So had to make my top 5.
Next, I'm going to go Damaged Goods, Gang of 4.
Okay, I expected to see that.
It's that really, again, the tempo is amazing, but it's that Gang of 4 sound. It's the really thin, sharp guitar noises. It's the funk. The bass lines are like so twangy. It's like, it's sharp, but it's funky and it's driving fast. And it's such a good, it runs through your body. It's just perfect. I'm glad that I pulled that one out of the bag.
That's fair. I'm switching up here. I'm going for a bit of variety on this one. And this is another great one. Elite by Deftones. One of their heaviest hitting songs.
Right, okay.
The passionate vocal performance that you won't like because it's the screaming, but especially when you're running, this is just like the emotion of the song transfers into my body and just lets me take off. Again, it's got great tempo, but it's just all in these massive guitar riffs and vocals, just so infectious.
Yeah. Next, U2, I Will Follow live.
Another good pick, especially for the tempo.
That's one of my most listed ones. Guitar part, this is literally the only U2 song that I'm even remotely bothered about, to be fair. The bass line's great. Bono's performance is good. And just because it's live, it just gives it that extra pizzazz. It's just perfect rhythm. It's where it slows down and speeds up again. I like a song that is fast, it's well tempered, but has like a little bit where you almost draw back and then it gives you another second boost midway through the song.
Well, that's like my reasoning for Blowout, because it's sort of it builds in different areas. Yeah,
valid.
No, that's a good pick. What's this now? My number 2?
Yeah,
it is. Oh,
wait,
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is. This is another one. Another Carti pick. Stop Breathing. Genuinely, just as soon as it starts, when that Wake Up Filthy tag comes on.
Wake up.
Again, unfortunately, there isn't a live version on streaming services, because if there was, that would be here. But imagine. Genuinely, just the studio version is absolutely insane. Carti's screaming vocal delivery. Again, it's those passionate, high voltage vocals that just transfer that energy into my body, make me run extra fast, and the bass is just thumping.
Yeah, fair. My final choice, going on a different route with this one. Little Bitch by The Specials. This has been a favourite for a favourite running song since I've been at uni. There's something about Scar that it's the upstrum thing. It's just like it's
that's a good pick actually.
It's perfect for running, and I love that album in particular. This is just a highlight for me. I just love the way it's produced. I think it's great. It sounds great, but also it's got the raw sound of the times, but has so much incorporated into just a really rich album, and that's just such a great song. The drums on it in particular, I really like. But yeah, that's my final pick.
My number one. Now, you haven't thought of this, but it's a similar direction to the Taxi Driver theme, and I think this is ultimately what makes me deserving to win the draft. Gonna Fly Now theme for Rocky by Bill Conti. One of the most iconic running scenes in
you're right,
any
actually,
film. And when you stick it on, I just think that there's a crowd of children just chasing after me. And no, that's not even weird, bro. Bro, that's not even weird. That's literally the film.
I know.
Out of context, that's crazy though. But you know what I mean? It makes me feel like I'm actually like...
I was just chasing a crowd of children.
No, I said being chased by a crowd of children. Yeah, that is one of the most iconic running scenes in any film.
Yeah.
When you listen to it, if you just close your eyes, not for too long though, you can just pretend that you are Rocky. I think that ultimately gives me the edge personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair. Okay. First date.
Doing that. Is it me first?
Yeah, you kick off on this one. I struggled with this one.
Yeah, see, this one's really difficult because it's sort of like, do you want to like almost show off that you're really into music, or do you want to play it safe and try and please them?
It's that mixture, but it's also, what's the context?
Yeah, well, when I think of first date, putting on music, it's likely that maybe it's in the car going home after a meal or something. That's sort of what I've gone for, as in like music has to be on. Or it could be that you're like, I don't know, like, I feel like that's quite a normal sort of first date situation. You often go out for a meal or something. So then,
what I was thinking of, imagine like you're sat at a table, what you got to pick on what was on in the background, and maybe it'd be like a conversation starter or whatever.
That's
because
fair.
like first date, driving back.
No, bro, that's normal on a first date.
No. There's not many girls. Just Sam, we're not experienced enough. But like you on a first date, you think a girl's going to be like, just get in your car and let you drive her home.
No, but
you're not going to be that trusted.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like, also on a first date, you're probably not going to be at their house to choose where the music is. If you go out for a meal, you don't get to pick the music.
No, but I'm saying like, you're probably not going to be driving her home on the first date.
Sometimes you could be.
I mean, yeah, sometimes, but that's just not where my mind went at
Also,
all.
on the first date, when are you going to be choosing what music's playing while
Well,
eating?
you're not either, but...
So there we go. Right,
no,
let's just get on with
my setting was a restaurant or on a table or whether it was a bar or whatever.
Where would you choose the music there?
I forget about that bit, but I'm thinking actual setting-wise, being in a car with her on your first date is probably not likely.
And neither are you going to be on Orcs in a restaurant. Let's just get on with this. Let's get on with this. I've gone for... Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. Is It a Crime by Sade? Absolutely, like...
Wait, you're talking about you're doing first time going down.
No, well...
Good choice, though.
No comment. That song, though, is genuinely just, like, beautiful, and it's good for, like, in the car as well. It's nice. It's pretty... Yeah. It's a pretty song. It's lush. Like... I think it's like a nice song.
Sensual.
That's a better word for it. So that's coming in at my number 5 spot.
I was
really itchy nose, by the way.
My first one. You need to get off the bag. But the first one, I was thinking, first song that I came up when I thought of restaurant ambience went jazz. Easy Lovers, Piero Piccioni.
So we've both gone for jazz then.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. I think we've gone for completely different settings, so that's why it's going to be a bit different. But that's fair.
I just genuinely struggled with this anyway, though.
Yeah, this one, again, so I've gone next, I've gone House of Balloons, Glass Table Girls by The Weeknd, one of The Weeknd's best songs. Chances, there is a high chance for my thought process with this one as well. If it's a current date, a lot of, people will know The Weeknd, and if there's a high chance that if they are a Weeknd fan, they will like the trilogy as an album the most, because that's like his fan favorite album. A lot of girls do like that as well.
Boo hoo. Sorry.
What you're not even you're miles away when you said that as well.
I think I was looking at pickles.
That's a good one. You must at least appreciate the Susie and the Banshees sample. Great song, great for a first date, I'd say.
Next I'm going Sing Slow Dive. Now I know we've had some disagreements on this because you think of this. Don't you think of this as like a sad song? Like for me, there's something about
I don't think I've ever said that.
There's something about the softness and especially like the bass line. I'm like,
Yeah, I disagreed that you thought it made you like body roll and it was like quite a sensual song. I think it's more of like
good.
I think when we had the conversation, I didn't say it was necessarily sad. It's just something I probably listen to on my own and just float away to. It's a good pick though. I actually think it would work well in the set.
Yeah, I do.
Next, one that you're not going to be happy with, but again, I think it's quite good. What You Need, Don Toliver. Again, it's super spacey. It's kind of got loosely like love written themes throughout.
Yeah.
But not so it's too in your face where it's just like, like what are you doing? So I think that's a good one. It's also a bit more upbeat, bit of a banger. This is good in the car as well because the 808s are swanging, but then there's some really, really rich chords on this as well that just makes you feel nice and feels like a nice warm hug to me. So hopefully whoever's with me feels like they're getting a nice warm hug while I'm driving.
Dangerous, by the way. Don't do that.
Not by me, from the music. I'm not hugging while driving.
Next, Scarlet by the Jazz Butcher. Just a personal favourite love song of mine. I've loved this song for a while now. I think Jazz Butcher's great. People are not talking about the Jazz Butcher and they need to.
Definitely underrated. That's fair.
I do think it's a very good song.
Sticking with the love song theme, I've gone for See You Again, Tyler, my personal favourite love song.
Valid.
Also, very sort of well-known one. It's a safe one. It's probably not going to go down badly.
Yeah.
Especially sort of, it's current as well. I was thinking more like current music for this because I feel like I want to sort of show that I'm up with the music. I know this is 2017 now, but it's still got a lot of replay value today. It's still a very much beloved song. And I think it sums up my taste very well. Same with the Don Toliver pick.
Yeah.
It's sort of like introducing you to what I like. And my number one goes down that line as well. But what have you got?
My number 2, I have got Satellite of Love, Lou Reed.
Understandable for you.
Perfect one. Perfect. Just a perfect love song, genuinely.
And it also is like your taste as well. So it's bringing them into your world. That's valid. My number 1, Let It Happen, Tame Impala. Wow. One of the best songs of our generation.
I do
You've
agree
said
with
it before. That song as well.
I think I'd put it on a first date.
Oh, come on though. Like it's such a good...
No, because I'd stop speaking to him. I'd just be out there like, I'm listening.
Yeah, but it's a very sort of like easy-going song. It's not one that you need to deep to get a lot out of it. It creates a really nice vibe. It's very sort of...
I'd say that's a song that I'm deep in.
Well, you can as well, but it doesn't have to be that. It's not like fucking Black Midi.
Good point.
Like, it's not something like where you're paying attention.
I'm sure we'll get onto them.
So, yeah, I think that's my number 1 pick as well. Like it's another sort of, it's a crowd pleaser, but it's like an individual song pleaser as well. Again, as I've said before, Tame Impala's my favourite artist. It's bringing them into what I like.
Yeah.
And I think as well, one of the points that I'll make when I was sort of thinking of creating this list was going with current artists as well. Speak from experience with this. If you bond over sort of current music from the beginning of a relationship, don't wink at me.
That was a complete accident. That was an eye twitch. That was an eye twitch.
You're lying.
I promise you that was an eye twitch. No, because I panicked straight away. You can put the camera on me for that. No, I have it sometimes. You know I do.
Yeah, but that was weird.
Trevor, I used to do it during college. You used to genuinely get flustered.
No, right, I'm not even joking. What was I saying? Like, I was just saying about, I've got experience, and then you just winked at me.
I wasn't listening.
I'm going to blow up, by the way. It's so warm.
I know. Oh, we can't laugh and start sweating as soon as you start laughing.
I'm a tomato. Anyway, let me just finish my point. If, like, when you sort of bond over sort of like current music at the beginning of a relationship, and then you can actually, like, this can then go on to be, like, your songs, and if it's current music, it's artists that you can then go and see together. So...
Valid, yeah. Good thought process.
That's what I was going for. Again,
my thought process was this.
I'm genuinely
for this. Yes. You know, in films sometimes where there's a scene where like a normal like rom-com or whatever, and like the man goes and does karaoke or whatever, and he's just doing karaoke, but he's actually singing it to the one person in the crowd. If I ever had to do that to confess my love for someone, it'd be Ian McCulloch's September song. Next category? Yeah, fine.
All right. The dick riding is actually insane. Scaring the hose, this one. This one is probably more up our street.
I can't wait for this. I've got some absolute pull. I've pulled some absolute gold
and
out of the
you're
bag.
going first. Yes, you are.
I will first go Me and Thumbelina by Fugazi.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know the song.
and Thumbelina. I've shown you it before. It's just the worst song ever made. That's it.
Fair.
It's like Imagine Beans by Kurt Cobain if it was baritone.
Right, okay.
Yep.
By the way, you've set me up perfectly. Beans by Kurt Cobain is
Really?
literally on it. Like, I can show you, it's written down. Because I think going into this, I didn't want to pick songs that are like so bad that they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the only exceptions because you kind of will just be like, what's this?
Yeah, see, that's the only funny. That's my only funny one on here. The rest of them are just generally like, oh, okay, what's wrong?
Yeah, like I've tried to go for the other ones on my list as like some really, like, it's awkwardly bad. It's like it's trying to be good, so it's off-putting. Mine
I've gone stuff that actually is really good, but it's just genuinely unlistenable and would scare people.
Same with some of mine, but my next pick, I'll get onto it. I'll explain it for that. But yeah, I think Beans, Kurt Cobain. Imagine just again, if we go with my setting that I've been going on a lot, you get in the car, the first song you put on is fucking Beans by Kurt Cobain. Beans! Like they're getting out of the car and they're going.
Yeah. See, that is where you're definitely not going to have a girl in the car on the first date if you put Beans on.
Well, yeah, 'cause, I mean, you wouldn't have anyone in the car on your first drive anywhere with Beans playing.
Next, I'm going Stratosphere by Duster.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
That's
a mood killer. That's a fucking mood killer.
Yeah. That's a kind of like, all right, we'll end this conversation. I'll just go home now. Yeah.
My next one's an actual banger and would only be good if they are a fan of Prodigy. Smack My Bitch Up. Because imagine reading that on your dashboard again.
I love the message of this song. I love it.
Yeah, if you did that, then you're actually making it even worse. But imagine that just coming up and on the desk, like your dashboard in your car, and it just reads "Smack My Bitch Up," and obviously the refrain throughout the whole song is "Smack My Bitch Up." Yeah, it is a banger though, but it's probably just not one to listen to.
No, I think that's actually attracting people.
The only time it would be though is if they were actually a fan and knew the song. If they didn't know the song, it's terrible.
Probably, yeah. Next, I'm going Fleur, Aphex Twin.
Wait, I don't even.
You do know.
Oh, wait, no, I do. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, that's a good pick. Oh, shit, yeah. I don't know it very well because I'm not listening to it very often because it scares me.
There is some deep cuts on Select Semi It Works, and I think this one's on the classics. I don't think it's on Select Semi It Works. I might be wrong. That are just like Aphex Twin is incredible, but some of them I'm generally like, I just don't want to listen to this because it's actually hurting me, and this is one of them. That's
fair. Another one that you just I can't even say this without laughing. Good old JPEG Mafia's coming in strongly here. Mm-hmm. I just killed a cop, now I'm horny.
Yep, good one.
Worst song name. However, it's not even just a song. I mean, the song itself's not the best one to attract anyone. However, it starts with one of the most brutal, gory skits in all music with a clip from where I think it was a Vietnam, ex-Vietnam soldier, like war veteran who had severe PTSD, was pulled over by the cops.
I've seen this. Yeah. Well, not seen it, but like...
Well, it's age restricted on YouTube, I think.
Right.
And he shot the officer like 9 times, but it is literally like you can hear the gunshots and the argument like and all that in the song. That's how the song starts.
JPEG's genuinely like tapped. Like,
yeah, he is. But again, it's just like if you read that song name, they're going to be like, the fuck already? And then they hear what's going on out the car. They're like, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me.
I've done 3 choices.
Yeah,
I've got 2 more.
Yeah, you got 2 more.
Next, I'm going When I See Scissors, I Can't Help But Think of You by the Dead Texan.
No clue.
I'll show you it after this. It's like, imagine being injected with something that makes you feel nothing but dread. Like just living, not even fear, just like doom. Like, oh, this is it.
It's not appealing to me on a first date. No. Don't take me anywhere listening to that one.
Don't put me on Ox.
Yeah, but that's any time though. They don't have to be on a first date. Next, I'm going for Husband by Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign. One of Kanye's worst songs in his entire catalogue. The singing is genuinely terrible. Let me just read you some lyrics. Sorry, I was just getting them up.
Yeah.
All you really need is a husband. Show you love him. Let him touch you. Let him rub you. Let him hug you. Let him fuck you. Let him hold you down. All you need is a husband. who go and touch you, who go and rub you, who go and hug you, who go and kiss you, who go and miss you, with no issue, ain't no issue. Max has turned around. The camera will be on him for this bit. And all this time, I'll show you this as well, he's genuinely whining like a little baby.
What a poet.
Absolutely terrible. And the thing that makes this one worse is, for one, you're putting a song on that says husband, which is kind of giving sort of, it's like kind of suggesting things. But the other thing is it's a fucking...
Well, it could be a nice little song about I'm your husband.
Well, it
I'm your hubby,
could be.
bubby.
However, just let me finish my analogy of why I think this is terrible. It's because you're putting a Kanye song on and you've chosen this.
Yeah,
At the moment,
good point.
putting Kanye on in general is probably not the best thing to do because, I mean,
Nah, you can
not a
still-
guy, but
you
you
still
can only
get
put
away
the
with it.
classics on. But this is from last year. His
Yeah.
worst run, his worst album, worst song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
It is like just put fucking Can't Tell Me Nothing on. Or something like that. I don't know. There's so much you could pull for Kanye that would be so much better.
My final choice, unbeatable. Man proposes, God disposes by spraying.
Spraying is a good route to go down.
Anything on the Lammer's effigy is just like, oh yeah, okay. Like, if imagine like, if you know, like when you're walking down the street and someone's like stops at a light and you can hear what they're listening to because the window's down. If you were walking down a path and heard someone listening to this out the window, you'd be like, that car is just going to step on it and go into a wall on purpose. Like it's like, it's not like some of them on here where it's just like, oh, this is like so like beyond sad. It's just like, so it's like genuinely like disturbing.
Yeah.
Not in like a scary way. It's just like, I'm actually uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like even from the start, it's got like a really awkward violin that goes, and I'm just like, oh, I'm terrified already. Yeah.
Yeah. I think my number one.
I do a better people at scaring people off than hosting a party.
Yeah, definitely on this one. You're on fire in this round. I've gone with the fucking name of the bracket for this bit, Scaring the Hose.
Yeah, fair.
By JPEG again and Danny Brown. Yeah, it starts with these like, I think
Fapping.
it is,
It's fapping.
no, it is clapping. However, it sounds like fapping, which is not exactly what you want to be starting a song with. And then you get this out of tune saxophone, and the song is literally called Scaring the Hose. Like it is the pinnacle of what this bracket bit was.
Does what it was supposed to. What it says on the box, whatever that means.
Yeah,
Is that a
I don't
phrase?
really.
It's what it says on the box.
It's what it says on the tin. That's what you're looking
Tin.
for. That's what you're looking for. But yeah, I think we don't really need to argue over this one. I don't think I want to argue that I can scare people better than you. I don't think I want to win. Let Max win this one.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, you'll take it. Hey, if you can win one round, he'll take anything. But yeah, that is all our sections done. So let us know if there's any other different situations you want us to do song drafts for in future.
And we will. And let us know your choices for if you've got any legendary pulls that we've not thought of for any of these
categories,
situations. Then let us know. What do you think of our choices? Pick who's winners for each category. Same word as before, but I forgot it again in 10 seconds.
Nice.
Like the video, subscribe, share to your friends. We won't go down the rabbit hole of saying everyone you should share it to, but anyone that you can think of, it should be shared to, as long as they are age appropriate.
Yes, definitely. There's been
because I winked at Sam.
Yeah, there was some foul imagery. Anyway, let's call it a day. Vote for me. See you later.
Bye.